Hi everybody, this is David Reif from School Apparel, and we are back, and we want to give you a quick update of what's happening out in our industry now that a few of our stores had a chance to reopen, some new tips, advice, and suggestions for your stores. It's been a couple weeks now that a couple of the stores have been open, and the good news is they are busy. They're seeing some sales, they're seeing people walk in the store, they're seeing their internet traffic up, curbside pickup, whatever it is. Good news is people are out shopping for school uniforms. Based on this, we're more optimistic about what the season's going to look like, and we are here, ready, prepared, and able to help. So I'm not going to do this all by myself this time. I'm going to turn the floor over to Steve Royal, who'll give you some tips, suggestions, and advice.
Hey, this is Steve Royal. In these uncertain times that we're in, we all know that we have to adapt to make sure that we're taking care of the customers and their needs. One of the things that we see that's going to be very important going forward is the web and how we use the web to bring in customers and how we use the web to keep customers out of our store and the best ways to make that happen. One of the things that we've heard from multiple people is that they have started offering free freight to their customers on orders, and some of them put a minimum of $50, some of them put a minimum of $75, others are putting no minimum on it and just offering free freight. The ones that we have talked to, that this has done very well for them, and they have seen an increase in business because of it. We have to understand that we are not having to compete with Amazon in the same way that we used to with freight programs. It used to be that Amazon got everything to everybody within 2 days, and if they had a membership, they didn't have to pay for it. That is not what is happening right now, because it sometimes can take 7 to 14 days to get your package from Amazon, as they are way overwhelmed with orders that are coming in. So we need to react accordingly as well. And this is just one option that may help you out to drive business into your website and may keep some people out of the store and keep everybody safe. Thank you.
And now we'll hear from Sherri Lance.
Hi, A+ customer base. This is Sherri Lance with School Apparel. And just going to chat with you a little bit on the video today. In regards to a question that's been asked of us in terms of the coronavirus and the impact on businesses. Is there a need for liability waivers? I have done some research for all of you, and it appears that I think the bigger weight of this would be yes, the pro would be yes, absolutely needing a liability waiver. The thing we want to be sure of when we pass along this information to you is that you consult with your attorney and get the most legal jargon applied to your liability waiver. Certainly, in this day and age, we've not had a pandemic since the Spanish flu. So we don't know, unfortunately, what our ancestors did back in those times 100 years ago. But certainly the research does show that we do need liability waivers to protect our businesses. The most important thing when you're discussing with your attorney from our research is making that liability waiver language stand out. Certainly your attorney will know that, but you want to be clear in what your liability prevention is. The attorneys will know, but be careful about the statements regarding the steps taken to reduce exposure to COVID-19. You want to protect yourself from all infectious diseases, whatever they may be. We want to make sure that you understand from the research, waivers do not necessarily prevent lawsuits, but from our research and the data that we've seen, it's certainly better to have one than not have one. Just posting a sign on your door would deem to be ineffective, and that certainly has no standing in a court of law for what you're trying to accomplish here. and that, of course, is to protect your business and your assets. Just be reasonable about the scope of information, and again, refer to your legal expert advice for what you need to do going forward with your waiver. On another note, I hope everyone is safe, healthy, and happy as we can be through this pandemic crisis. And I want to assure everyone that we all need to keep the faith. We'll certainly move forward. We'll certainly know prosperous times again. And I'll close with wishing you all an A+ day.
And take it away, Jeff Markowitz.
Hi, for those that don't know me, my name is Jeff Markowitz, Regional Sales Director for the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, and parts of the Midwest. I'm here to say a few words about some common practices that retailers are taking to assure they are keeping the public safe and their employees safe upon reopening. From recommending that everybody wears face masks to enforcing social distancing, we're all aware of what we need to do, and the most important thing is that everybody abides by the rules. We all must have enough hand sanitizers, soap, and even designated people constantly cleaning common surfaces like we are seeing in the grocery stores. It is also recommended to have designated store hours for pregnant mothers and people with compromised immune systems. I've heard from many of my customers that they'll have curbside pickup where it's available. They are also installing plexiglass at the counters and registers, as we see in most businesses that have already reopened. I'd like to end by saying if we all work together and follow common practices, we can all stay safe and healthy.
One of the most frequent questions is how do we prepare our parents and our consumers for their new shopping experience? And what we've seen that has worked is a video walkthrough. You can film what the parent is going to experience, start off at your front door, if they have to social distance, if there's markings on the ground, if you have an entrance only and a different exit than what they're used to, just take your phone and film the experience from the point of view of the consumer. As they walk in, will there be a hand sanitizer station? Will there be somebody greeting them? Through the, our aisles now one way, through the try-on process, all different ways just to help your parents navigate this new world. So something that's unfamiliar to them by the time they actually walk in their store will be something they've experienced virtually. One of the things here at School Apparel that we are launching in the next day or two will be a PPE website. You can find the link below. You'll find it on our consumer website. You'll find it on our B2B website. We have partnered with a technology company who is selling some basic PPE equipment, some masks, some gloves, sanitizers, infrared thermometers, signages for your stores, for social distancing, for washing hands, for wearing masks. Follow the link on your screen or on our websites. That will take you to our e-commerce store where you can purchase those items directly. I want to thank everybody again for listening to these videos, for your suggestions, comments, feedback, and advice.
We are in this together.
We are all in this together.
This is a very challenging time that we are all in for us and for everybody across the country. We have to find ways to adapt. We have to find ways to maybe do business differently. We have to find ways to keep everybody safe. But the main thing that we all must do is be in this all together so that we can work together to find solutions, to make sure that we're moving forward and being safe and obviously growing our business. Thank you.
Let's stand together. Let's do better. We're in this together.